Good morning. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I'm going to take a break from Sea Power just for a little bit, and I invite all my Sea Power listeners to try out the game Stationeers. Now, this is one of their weakest scenarios, I think. They have a problem with the... There's another one over there. Boy, there's a lot of asteroids in this one. And the asteroid belt build. If I leave the game and come back, these asteroids will disappear. So what I'm going to have to do is build a base, get it all set up, and mine all these asteroids without leaving the game. Because after I leave the game and reload it, the asteroids are all gone. And I would like to mine... There's some good minerals in here. And there's probably good minerals over there. That one probably doesn't have much. That one might. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording. I'm going to build my base right here in this asteroid. If you build a base on an asteroid, it tends to stick around. I wouldn't count on it. You'll load it one time and it'll be, oh, the asteroid's still here. Next time you load it, it'll be gone. And I wish the developers would fix this issue, because they don't seem to pay a whole lot of attention to the asteroid belt world. Now, for you people that don't know Stationeers, there are a lot of, about 8 or 9 different places you can build. You got Mars, the Moon, Europa, Venus, Vulcan. There's about a bunch of different worlds with different starting conditions that make it either easier or harder. But so I'm going to build my base here. I'm going to pause it, and I'll come back when the base is built and show you what I have. Oh, I didn't see that one. There's another nice one up here in the glare of the sun. So this is actually a pretty good starting world, but if I left it and come back, it would no longer be a good starting world. So I'm going to pause it, and I'll be right back with my base when my base is complete. Okay, so about 45 minutes later, I got my starter base set up. It's a 9x3, and it's 6x3 interior, then a 3x3 exterior platform. I got my rudimentary power supply. This is just a starter. I have one solar panel. I do have a manual generator in case I need it, and a solid fuel generator, which I don't have any fuel for right now. Got my now this is something I did a little different this time. At the start of this, there's no reason to have the doors powered up when I'm not using them. So I hooked one power supply up to the door, which is turned off and on when I'm using the door. Right now it's off. And the other one is going to be for external power supply, which I can actually do this with. I'll be eventually using this. That one is always off. This is low because I'm using that to recharge my battery for my suit. Now, I took everything off of my landing platform, so I can deconstruct this now just to get it out of the way. These are all empty, I think. Empty, empty. I took all the tanks. So let's go ahead and get rid of this eyesore. I'll keep these just in case. I might need those. I doubt it, but and I think I need the angle grinder, so let's get rid of this. My landing platform is gone. I missed a crate. I will take that. I have to deconstruct it. It's floating away. Not a big deal, even if I don't get to it. There we go. Alright, now, inside here, we've got the basic airlock set up. Let's turn this on. I have power to my... Put that back. Back that. Now, there's no air in here yet, so the outside door will never pressurize, so you have to cancel. Now, if you're a new person, watching this, this wasn't intended as a base building. I have a lot of videos where I show how I build my bases. It's pretty simple. If you're new to the game, you can go back to one of my older videos or watch somebody else's on YouTube. There's a lot of base building instruction manuals, and like I said, this wasn't intended to be one of those. But at this point, where's my tablet? Right here. That has the. Yep. So I got a minuscule amount of air in here. I'm not sure how I got that air in here. Anyway, doesn't really matter. There's a little bit of pollutant in here, but not enough to make it concerning. So now I'm going to take my nitrogen tank and set that to 40, and one of my oxygen tanks and set that to 40. So that'll pressurize this room with oxygen and nitrogen to 40 kPa, and then it should stop. Hopefully I don't have any holes. The pressure is going up, so that's saying I don't have any holes. And eventually I won't be able to do it yet, but eventually I'll be able to open my helmet. I can try at 20, but it probably is going to take more than that. It'll say the oxygen is low.
Oxygen critical.
Critical, so I need more than that. Now setting these at 40 means once it reaches 40 kPa, they won't release any air anymore. It's a regulator, so once it gets to 40 in here, I'll shut them off anyway, but they won't release any more air. It might be oxygen low at 30. Let's see. Alright, let's give it a try here.
Oxygen low.
Yep, still not enough. Maybe 35 will be good. Of course, as the pressure equalizes, it feels slower. But that's okay. And once it gets closer to 40, I should say, it feels a little slower. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we can breathe now. So now I'll close this. I don't want to increase it. And I'll close this. Shut them both off. So now I'm breathing inside my room. So that means I can finally take a drink of water. And I can drop that there and eat. And that's the basics of the game setup. Now this is rudimentary setup, and let's close my. Do I need to? Yeah, let's repressurize. I have a tank in here that came with the. We'll just swap those out. There we go. Close element, lock element. See, now it says I have 35 kPa in here, so it'll pump that air out and put it back into the room. That way I don't lose any, for anybody that's relatively new. Now these are the two tanks that came with the lander. They're liquid oxygen and liquid volatiles. I think that's supposed to be used with the rocket kit. I don't like having these attached, but I don't want to lose them, because if one of these warms up, they are an insulated tank, so I'll be fine. But if something happens, these will explode and take out my entire base, so that's not a good thing. Now let's turn the airlock off. I don't need that. That immediately completely recharged. This is at 88. Is it getting sun now? Yes. Starting to go down, but there you go. See, this method with one solar panel, as long as you're cautious with the power and don't waste it on the airlock, works pretty well. 90. It may even get to 100 before it's done, but it'll be close. Alright, so now, and again, I haven't saved the game, so now I'm going to start mining. And I won't film all this. There is something I have to consider. Ice, I've learned, will not keep on this planet, or in this atmosphere. If the sun hits it, the ice will melt. And that includes oxide, volatiles, any ice that you mine will melt if you don't keep it inside of your mining belt. So I'm actually thinking of doing one other thing here. And let's put this back. So a way around that is I can build, and I have to build a couple things first. Turn that back on. Now you can cancel the pressurization here, otherwise it'll take forever. I'm going to have to build an electronics printer. And I already forgot something. First off, I have to run power in here. What's the easiest way to do that? I go back outside. We want this hooked up to the main power, which of course will drain the power down. I'll put that there. Now I'll come through the wall, go back in here, cancel that. So there that is. I'll just keep this semi-organized. I have to make sure I keep enough cables here. Oh yeah, okay. Those are the ones that came with the landing kit, so I have plenty. I'm just going to run this over here because this all my manufacturing equipment is going to be along this wall in my starter base. Okay, so let's double this up. So that's all I got left in cables, so it's a good time to build this anyway. So let's go back out here, put those back where they belong. Go to my ore. So I'm going to need iron. Put that. I want to be very careful with this. Copper and gold. And let's close this back up. I could bring all those in. I might need more than this too. I have to check. I just didn't want to power it up until I actually needed it. I should have power. Why don't I have power? Oh, I know why I don't have power. I have to turn this on. Now I have power. Okay, so now I have power in here. And again, I got to be very careful with my power usage, but I'm going to need. I don't think is a vending machine in here. No, it's in the refrigerator. So, or the electronics. So I need the electronics printer. So that's going to take a while. I only want one. And meanwhile, I'm using my power. So what I could do is run back out here. And both are charging 89, 88. No sun hitting it. I'm okay at this point, but I could turn this on because I have that hooked up. This is my portable generator that came with it. I'm not too worried about it yet. We'll let it go for now. I almost should put a lever in here, or another way of shutting the door off while I'm inside. Okay, 39%. I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this. And this is, when I weld this, it's going to put a little bit of pollutants in the room. It won't be too big of a deal. I have a scrubber here somewhere. Maybe it's here. There's my scrubber. I can use that later on to scrub the pollutants out of the air. Speaking of which, I will save my air tank. And I could also release my waste gas in here. I put some CO2 in the air, which is fine. You need that for your plants. This takes a long time to print. Meanwhile, I'm like sucking my power down to nothing. Might as well do something useful. $90. Now, if I get a refrigerated vending machine, I can put that outside. That's going to suck power like crazy, though. Turn that off. Put these two apart is usually my standard 1, 2. Now I need my welder, and this is where I'll get a heat warning because it does generate heat, but that's okay.
Temperature critical.
Just walk around a little bit.
Toxin detected.
It'll go away. It's gone. Then I need cable. And then I need plastic sheets, and this again will release all this stuff. Just do it as fast as you can. Walk around and it clears up. And a screwdriver. Not that. Oops, I messed it up. I need the clippers and the wire. There's a couple here. Alright. Now, I don't think I even need an electronic vending machine. Or a refrigerated one. But I'm going to do it anyway. Let's see what it requires. Vending machine. I can't even do a refrigerated one. Is that a mod 2? Refrigerated vending machine. Vending machine refrigerated. That's a tier 2. So now that tells me I need an ice crusher and some tanks. 2 ice crushers. 2 ice crushers will do the trick. So now, now I have to make pipe bender. This is good anyway. I was going to need that if I need wires or something. But of course, meanwhile, while all this is going on, my power supply is draining. I'm still green. I'm holding up. 75, 75. That's not bad, actually. I'm not doing anything right now, so we're still okay. Having the door separate from all the other stuff on power, now they just turned yellow. 74, so that's still okay. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Fire up the portable generator before too long. Now, I did release pollutants in here. Very small amount. 0.136%. That's not a hazard. I think 1% will kill you or damage your plants, so you don't want to get above 1%. These things take so long. Meanwhile, you're like, all your power's going away. And while that's printing, did I get rid of it? No. If you hit the arrow button, it only prints 1. Let's go back out here, because I have to switch my battery pretty soon anyway. Don't have to, but I want to. Okay. So I need to turn this on. Oh, in space you can't hear it, of course. I can see little gas lines coming out. I don't think they show up on the video for some reason. But I know it's running. It should be going up slowly. Slowly. Well, that one's just staying steady because I'm using the... slowly. I did hook it up. Right there, that one just went to 70. That one's not 75, so it's going up slowly. Alright. Because eventually here I'm going to have to swap out my battery. %. And now when I do this welding, I'm going to leave my hood on so I don't have to put up with that, and my suit helmet down so I don't have to put up with the air leak. Painfully slow. Turn that off, save some power. Okay, so here's my pipe bender mod, or manufacturing 1, 2. Steel sheets, I'm almost out of steel sheets. I have
Power low.
or iron sheets, not steel sheets. You could leave your suit on, then you don't have to put up with those stupid warnings, but plastic sheets. Screwdriver. 2 cables. Alright, now I gotta build 2 ice machines. Ice crushers. That's the same stuff that I have here. Inject that. Turn it off. Doesn't use too much, so I'll make 2 of those. While that's happening, I'll go outside here real quick. $92. Okay, so I'm going to swap that one out with that so that my battery's changed. That one's at 98. The sun's coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. I have a low battery, but hopefully the sun will take care of that. Okay, there's one. Incredibly slow process to build these things. I don't have any more cables, no more steel sheets. Oop. My initial supplies of construction material are starting to get low. Okay, that's done. Now, connectors. I think I'm going to need 3 of these. These will kick out pretty fast. Put my ice crushers in my inventory. 1. 2. 3. Put that in my inventory. Then I'm going to need 2 gas tanks. 1 for oxygen and nitrogen, and the other one for volatiles. I'm not guaranteeing. Oh, those are 20 iron each. That's pretty expensive for what I have in starting materials here. I need 1 more of those, and I need a tank liquid. And while that's coming out, I'll take those, put them in my inventory. Oops. Okay, now print those liquid tank. Put those tanks in my inventory. Put that in my inventory. I got 1 slot left now. Pipes. I need liquid pipes which are outside, so I don't need to worry about that. Alright, so I'm going to be out here for a while, so I'll be able to turn both of these off. It'll save me a little bit of power. Got green. That one's pretty low. It is charging right now, so that's a good thing. Alright. Now, these ice crushers. I don't have much room here. I don't think I can put ice crushers up here, can I? No. Because that's one of the problems of the walls. You can't connect everything to them. Oh, we're just going to make this very crowded to start with it. So we'll put an ice crusher there, and an ice crusher there. And I think I need cables, and then there's the pipes first. Pipes. What do I need here? Come on, guys. Welding torch and iron sheets. Okay. And I only got 10 iron sheets left. Now I think it's cables. Yep. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it done. Alright, now my 2 gas tanks. So actually, just put the connectors down first. So this one will be for oxygen and water. So let's put one in the corner here. Don't block the power. I'll back it up to there. It's going to be really crowded over here. So that's for oxygen and water. We'll put this one over here for volatiles. Why are you fighting me here? There we go. So, aquaponics. Take the pipes. So this is an oxygen and water, so we'll put this straight out. This is the water side. So that means I got to put the water tank here. And connect that. Okay. And then this one will be for the oxygen and nitrogen, which comes out here. How am I going to do this? Go out one, then come down. Will that work? And then come over. Where is this tight? Go up from here. There we go. Okay, and this one is going to be for the oxygen. So I need a gas tank for this one. Oops. And then I need to connect that. Alright, then we'll put the other tank here. Connect that. I should paint this red, but I don't have any red paint. And we'll connect that to this gas output. And this is only going to be volatile, so I could use one ice crusher, but then you run into the problem of mixing volatiles with your oxygen. I think that's the right one, isn't it? I can't tell. Yes. Okay, so we're all hooked up. So now I don't have to worry about my ice melting, because as soon as I mine it, it's going to go into my tanks. And even if I have to make more tanks, that's life in a big city. So how's my power's doing good? Yep, starting to slow down, but everything is turned off, so that's good. Alright, so now I'm going to go back in here. Do I turn this on first? Cancel that. Make sure everything's off in here. It is. and I'm going to start doing my mining. So this will be boring, so I won't film too much of this. Just want to empty my hands so I can carry as much as I can carry in the mining. Might as well drink and eat first. Alright, I got enough oxygen. Battery's okay. Not, maybe I'll swap it out with the blue one so I don't have to worry about it. Close, lock. Do I have a blue one? No. That's at 97. That's pretty close. Let's turn that off. Swap that. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to pause it. I'm going to do a bunch of mining. I'll probably start on the ones further away and see what I come up with, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is not an insignificant thing. This is how this is supposed to work. You're supposed to be able to bind these asteroids, but they disappear because of the silly game glitch. But you can see, that's not insignificant. I got more than 150 iron, and I haven't even scratched the surface of that yet. 150 iron, some oxide, 150 gold, water, which is a really big deal here. They didn't give me much extra water. So now I have to turn, I may have to turn my generator on here. I didn't get coal yet. I was hoping I would get some coal so I could fire up my solid fuel generator. But we'll run one of these at a time here. Now this one is my water and oxygen one, so I don't want to put any volatiles in this one. So we'll turn that on. Now I will lose a little bit if I don't do this quickly. Real quick. And then I got to wire it up. It's okay in there. It doesn't melt when you stick it in there. It does help to wire them up to get them to work though. And hopefully I can manage to do this somehow. I'm going to come through here. I might have to move these crates because I know they take up space. Looks like I'll be alright. I have enough wire. It'll be close. Too close. But this is well worth it. And I'll probably end this video after this one because, see, that one started working now. Because I'm just going to be doing a lot of mining the rest of the day here. I'm going to try and clear out these asteroids as much as I can. Now, if I wanted to run two at a time, I could put volatiles. I got a few volatiles into that one. But that might, I don't know how fast is this going down now? Pretty fast. I better turn this on. I leave the door off, right? Yeah. It's still going down. So I may have to do this like in the time period here. Now my ores, I did bring this one empty one, I think? Yeah. So I'm not going to bother doing those until I get rid of the ice. So I can just put the stacks of ores in here, the full ones. And the empty ones I'll keep down here. Alright. So this is filling up pretty fast. Now this is an oxygen, mostly oxygen, but there'll be some nitrogen in here too, which is fine. You can release that into your tank and other stuff. It's 90-10. But this is going to fill up fast, so I may actually have to make more tanks, which I can do now because I'm mining iron, but I may have to make a tank storage up here. How's this doing? Still going down. So I'm going to have to do this intermittently because my batteries are going to get low. What I can do is swap these out, but 31. Okay, so it should be done now. 30, but now it's going back up. So I'll have to do this spot-wise here, but I'm going to go ahead and fire this one up and get this volatiles out of my hand. Okay, that won't take long, but this will be my volatile. I really wish I could paint that red so I didn't screw up. Now this is going to be going down again, although the sun is coming up, so that'll help. I could make some more solar panels too, but I really want to get this mining done. I wish you could see what was left in there. So there you go, I got some volatiles going in here now. That's always a good thing. I could use those. Need that for this. If I have to keep using this, what are we at here? I still got 4 megapascals in there, so. And my battery is turning red. And it's done, so there we go. I can end that now. And turn this back off. We'll let this charge. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to let the sun charge it and save that. And I'll go out and do some more mining. But there you go. You can see what I'm doing. It is a big deal. I can't see the one that I was just mining because it's hidden. I don't think it's that one. But these ores are important in the asteroid. You need these, and if you don't mine it before you save the game, they all disappear. You don't get to mine any of these. That's a lot of iron and gold for a place that has no source of iron and gold. Pretty soon, but not yet. I guess I could make some of these, a few more of these solar panels. But it is what it is right now. Everything's turned off, so I'm not using anything. Alright, maybe Old Salt Gamer. Again, I'm trying to survive on here. It takes a lot of early preparation. I'm going to be mining as much as I can. And once I get all this mined and I can save the game, I'm not worried about losing all my ores, I can concentrate on power a little more and making, refining the ores and storing them and things like that. But that's it for today. I will continue this video. I'm going to continue working and mining, and I'll show you what I come up with. I'll keep track of how much I make, and I'll let you know. I'll see you later. Navy Old Salt Gamer. Remember to subscribe and like, and you have a good day.